Today, we're gonna be going over why I sold the OG Power Build. What's going on, guys? I know it's been a little while, I haven't put anything up on the YouTubes in quite some time, but we have been very busy. You might have seen that we did just launch our new membership website, PWRBLD. So here we are, we have it. You can see the building behind us. August 20th, we'll be in the gym. It's gonna be PWRBLD Gym, the first. It's gonna be in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. Phase 1 gym floor. I want the gym floor to be ready to go. That way when people come in, I can show you guys what we have going on, all of the things we have to offer equipment-wise. We literally don't have lights in here, but once these damn lights get up, I'm telling you, this place is gonna light up. It's gonna look fucking sick. So obviously, guys, we've had so many amazing memories at PWRBLD Conchi. That's truly where PWRBLD Gym started, in a small little warehouse in Conshohocken on a back street that you really can't see unless you're literally driving right by it. But when I first started searching for a potential gym location, looked at a bunch of different spots, and honestly, what I really fell in love with this location was, I like the space, I like the warehouse space, but it was more so like the town of Conchi. Being able to go and visit some of the other locally owned businesses, just a cool little area. The reason that we ended up where we're at now, which is, you know, selling Conshohocken, is it just happened to be the right person who came along and was interested in buying it. Again, I didn't have any intentions of selling it, but I was approached by the buyer, and originally, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just ghosted him. Probably for months. I think he sent multiple emails. He might have even sent me a DM, and I remember thinking, I'm like, who the heck is this? And why are they asking to buy Conchi? You know what I mean? Like, literally had zero intentions of selling it. But he was persistent, and I eventually just decided to jump on a phone call, which then led to a meeting in person. Got a chance to know him a little bit, hear his story, hear his vision of what he wanted to do. Then I actually started to entertain it. For one, he wanted to pretty much keep the environment there how it already was. A big thing for me is, you know, the people there, you know, some of our OG members. That's easy! It's like literally help create PWRBLD Gym. You know, without members, there is no gym. So after getting a chance to know the buyer, I was like, you know what, like, got along with the guy, liked his vision for the gym, liked his story a lot. That kind of got the ball rolling. I was like, all right, maybe this is something that could happen. Kind of the second reason is, you know what, 3 locations. It's a lot of resources that are allocated to each location, especially with Warrington, the new location just opening up. It was definitely a little hectic. Staffing, keeping the facility clean, keeping the facility supplied, drinks, inventory, all of these things, like, they're little things that you wouldn't really think about unless you're the one taking care of it. And going from 3 to 2, that was something that the timing just kind of worked out. Right person, right time. To go along with that, kind of the final reason is thinking about how PWRBLD Gym has evolved, and it has evolved a lot over what feels like a short 5 years, but also kind of feels like an eternity as well. A lot has happened, but it was starting to obviously take on a different model, right? Conchi, 4,000 square feet, warehouse, more heavily towards powerlifting. I was able to open King of Prussia. It truly allowed me to kind of create the actual vision of the PWRBLD brand as a whole, which has always been catering to powerlifting and bodybuilding specifically, and all lifters, you know, Oli lifters, strongman. We had the space to do it. It kind of brought the true vision of PWRBLD to life. Warrington, same thing, right? 22,000 square feet, took the vision to a whole nother level. Conchi started to feel a little different than King of Prussia and Warrington. And not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I think each location had their own unique features and were incredibly cool gyms in their own right. But again, the model has changed. Some of the things that we want to do in each location, from a services perspective, from an environment, it was a little different. After taking all these things into consideration, that's when I made the final decision to go through with the sale. And again, you guys ended up seeing kind of the Instagram video where it's kind of like, hey, this is happening and this is a done deal, but you don't realize that was actually a 6 or 7 month process leading up to that. Definitely not an easy decision. It was tough, bittersweet, I guess you can say. Very cool to see Conchi go into its new beginnings. And it's also exciting in the same right because we have a lot of big plans with King of Prussia, with Warrington, and future locations for PWRBLD Gym. So yeah, just want to kind of give you guys the insight on that. I feel like this community has always been very tight knit. Like to try to stay as transparent as possible. And yeah, that's why we ended up selling the OG PWRBLD.